Okay. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to AKINO channel. Today we are having Damon from Nodit. And then with the Nodit, they're gonna run the wave hack from tomorrow. And then he's gonna explain what kind of wave hack Nodit is having, also what kind of expectation they have for the builders and so on. So if you have like, any questions, feel free to ask in a comment. And then also, if you have any maybe, super detailed question, is a very good opportunity because Damon is the right person to know it. So feel free to ask. So please enjoy and like feel free to any questions anytime, please. And then we'll pick up like some of those questions or all questions in the end of this online streaming. Okay, great. So Damon, thank you. Thank you for coming today. And then can you like maybe introduce yourself and maybe note it?
Okay. Hello everyone. Is happy to see you in online. I'm Damon from Nodit team. So I'm kind of developer now. So I'm here to introduce our Nodit and how to use it and how the wave hacks are going. So let me share my screen.
Great,
Give me a second, please.
great, amazing. Damon prepared super well for this. Great, thank you.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Okay. So today I'm here to introduce you to Nodit and show you how you can use it to build AI-powered applications on real blockchain data with a focus on something we call Nodit Blockchain MCP. So this session is also designed to help you get ready for the upcoming hackathon. So along the way, I'll be sharing tools, examples, and practical tips that can help you turn your ideas into actual submissions. So let's get started with what is Nodit. Nodit is a blockchain developer platform that officially launched in May 2024, last year. Over the past year, it's being used by some of the biggest exchanges in Korea, as well as by projects in gaming, logistics, and other industries that need fast and reliable access to on-chain data. As you can see on this slide, the number of active projects has grown by 400% over the past year. And we now have 924 active nodes running. And our monthly API usage has gone up by 300%. And we've opened up over 1,000 APIs for developers to build with. Much of this growth started with an Asian Web3 builder community, where we started so strong adoption. So now we are steadily expanding our reach to a more global developer base as more teams around the world begin to build on Node. So let's look at some real world use cases. So our first example comes from Outbit, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in Korea, and a major player in a global market. Their fraud detection intelligence team built an on-chain tracking system using Nodity infrastructure to trace suspicious fund movements across wallets with AI. This allows them to detect fraud patterns in real time with high precision. Next is CoinOne, another famous Korean exchange known for its focus on performance and stability. They use Nodity API to process up to 89 million requests per day across six different blockchains. Again, from Orbit, which also runs a public analytics platform called Orbit Data Lab. They use Nodity Live data feed to update on-chain indicators like prices and address activities, um, giving users access to high frequency on-chain insights. And the cargo is a Web3 logistic project aiming to modernize supply chains using blockchain. They built their services on Nodit's dedicated node infrastructure, which gave them both stability and scalability for handling real-time logistic data. And for the last, at each type developer this year, a lot of teams built some really creative applications using Nodit's data APIs. Especially they work on use cases like wallet behavior predictions, um, on-chain credit scoring, and even LLM powered agents that turn blockchain data into natural language. So I think you can build like AI powered applications with Nodit like these cases. So please have a look about these use cases. So how exactly does Nodit support all these use cases? I can say Nodit is a full stack Web3 developer platform that provides node infrastructures and data level APIs. On the left here, we provide node API through our node pools. So you can query on-chain data directly using standard nodes clients APIs. We also offer webhooks and stream. So you can subscribe to blockchain um, in real time. And on the right side, you will see the data indexer here and data APIs, which gives you structured and query-ready access to on-chain informations like tokens, NFTs, accounts, and some transactions without dealing with raw on-chain data. Whether you're building something lightweight or data intensive, you can pick and choose the components that the best fit your use cases. So let's get more deeper. So first off is Node API. This gives you direct access to blockchain networks using standard node clients methods, which means JSON RPC methods for event chains. You can call these APIs like either call, either get logs, or either get balance, just like using your own node. And by default, you'll be using Elastic nodes, which are part of our shared node pool, perfectly fine for most hackathon use cases. And we also offer dedicated nodes for high throughput production use cases, but those are part of our paid plan. So you're not going to use this one for this hackathon. Um, I prepared some a quick demo of this Node API. So so what you're seeing here is our developer documents, where every API comes in with a built-in playground. So you can find the chains you want to use and find Node API category inside here. And you can see the bunch of the methods we are supporting now. So this base URL, and uh, this is the API key for demo. And you can fill out any parameters you want to. And let me use this one for demo. Then you can simply try yourself in our documents, developer documents here like this. Also, you can change it to your uh, useful programming codes that you are using your language like Node.js or Java. And the next, let's talk about how Node helps you react to the blockchain events in real time. So with a webhook here, you can receive push notification to your server the moment on-chain events occurs, like transactions, token transfers, or contract events. You just register on webhook server endpoint and define the filter you want to. Um, you can get the live on-chain data. So it's great fit for event-driven applications like triggering backends actions when a wallet receives funds or when a specific contract interaction takes place. And the best part is no polling required if you're using this one. And stream is kind of similar, but if you want to continuously monitor blockchain events rather than just react to them, stream is what you need. So stream supports the same event types as webhook, but instead of receiving HTTP callbacks, you open a persistent stream channel to get the data in real time. So in other words, stream requires you to keep a live connection, while the webhook requires a server that can receive push notifications. So this makes Stream ideal for building dashboard and analytics services or anything that needs a live events feed without delays. Um, so you can think of it as WebSocket style interface built for the performance and scalability. So the first one is like is for webhook demo. So this is our console, and you can create a webhook using our console like this. So when you press the button, to create a web button like this, then you will see this kind of page. You can select the projects and networks you want to use. I just selected the Ethereum mainnet for this demo, and this is the pre-defined event types, but I'm going to choose the block periods for um, monitoring the block data whenever they are generated. And this is where you have to enter the endpoints of webhook. So I'm going to use the webhook.site for this demo because I'm too lazy to build my own server. So I just copy the URL from this website and paste it into here. And you can also test this webhook using this button. As you can see, you can get those kind of dummy data. So you can set the required conditions. For now, I'm gonna set as 1 because I want to get the block every time it is generated. So let's get back to the webhook site. Then you can get the block data when the new block is generated like this. Okay. So let's move on to the web socket. Sorry. Oh, no, sorry. Stream. When you scroll all the down from our developer documents, you can find the stream category here. Click the stream quick start button here. Then you can see the step-by-step guides to set up the environments to use this service. And also this one is included the example code. So I'm going to use this one. Let's copy this one and paste into your file. And let me change the requirements, the fields like this. And also you have to paste your API key into here. Let me show you where you can get this API key in live demo. And also you can select the chains that you want to use. I set it as either remain it as same as the webhook I did. Let's run this script file, then it will get the same data like a webhook because I set it as a block period event set. So every time the block has generated, you will get this kind of data. Okay, so far we've been working with raw on-chain data directly from the node. The whether it's via JSON RPCs, webhooks, or stream channels. But sometimes you need access to on-chain data in a more structured and developer-friendly format without decoding logs or manually parsing the contract states. That's where a Notice Data APIs comes in. The indexer API gives you access to parsed and structured on-chain data exposed through GraphQL interface. It's great when you want to query a specific field like transactions by address, emitted events, or resource states without manually decoding raw blockchain logs. It, off it offers powerful filtering and selections making it ideal for applications that require precise access to on-chain states and activity. So this is our developer documents. So you can find the GraphQL menu on the top. And on the right side, these are the schemas we are supporting for this indexer API. So you just click the fields of from the schema that you want to use, then try button, then you can get this data. But unfortunately, this indexer API supports only Aptos now. So if you are interested in building the Aptos app, then this is the one that that you are looking for, I think. So also you can filter with any uh, uh, the parameters that you want to use. And another feature that builds on indexed on-chain data, like is the Web3 data API. It provides a RESTful interface to access structured information like tokens, NFTs, and accounts and transactions, all pre-processed and ready to use. For example, you can get token balances for a wallet, look up NFT holders, or retrieve transaction details without having to decode or transverse low logs. It's great field, it's great tools when you need clean and ready to use data for your dApp logic, analytics, or front end display. So it looks like RESTful API. And also we have request logs functions on our console so that you can find all the API logs that you made before like this. So it's kind of very helpful to debugging um, debugging the issues that you are facing. So so why Nodit? So why do you have to use our Nodit service? So I think we are preparing the data as ready to use and easy to build with. So let's say you are trying to retrieve a list of tokens held by an account with Node APIs, JSON APIs methods in either mainnet, then you have to find all the contract addresses like of users, but it's kind of impossible because there's no methods to retrieve this kind of data. But somehow, let's say somehow you made it to collect all the list of contract addresses, then you have to call um, the Node API for each contract, which means that if if this user has a thousands of tokens, then you have to make a thousand of function calls to each contract. It's very troublesome and it's really critical to the application's performance. But if you're using our, no, sorry, if you're using our Web3 data API, then you can get those of data with a single API call. So not even the token balances, you can get those of contract addresses as well, and other token contracts metadata as well. And you know, there are very big barrier to get in when you want to develop in Web3 area and you are a beginner developer, there's a big barrier to comes in. So we want to make it a little bit simple to lower that kind of barrier. So let's say if you are trying to build in an XRP ledger, you find this kind of complex logics like rippling and path findings. Because of this complexity, when you see those kind of when you see the transactions, the states are messed up like this. So we want to make it a little bit simple. So we researched a lot of we researched this chain deeper and deeper, oh, and when you see there are a bunch of transaction types of XRPL, like more than 50. Give me a second. I need to light up. Sorry.
Right. Okay, no worries, no worries. Maybe they secreted to like everyone's
Oh,
like, left. So no worries. I mean, it looks
I
super
think
simple
light
in that, yeah. hmm
is gone, I think.
hmm
So can I keep doing
Yes,
like
I mean,
sorry.
yeah, I can see you still. Great, yeah.
Okay. So there are over 50 transaction types on XIPL. So, and as you can see, there are a bunch of data fields in transactions, and they have common fields of transactions, but they have unique data fields for each transaction as well. And also they are bunch of states, um, uh, the letter entry nodes, which means the result of the states, the changes. But we are focusing on to the token balance changes. So that make it one clean structures of uh, transactions like this. So we make them categorize and we process the exactly what you need the data into the balance changes and token transfers like this. So even the beginners can use this data easily. So, and next is Nodit MCP server. Um, let me briefly explain what MCP is. I think you already know about this, but the MCP stands for the Model Context Protocol. So large language models like Claude or ChatGPT are great at reasoning, but they can't access real-time data or APIs on their own. So they need context to think and they need tools to act. This is exactly what MCP is designed for. So enabling models to retrieve data through tools like APIs. It gives LLMs a structured way to use tools like APIs. So instead of manually feeding data into a prompt, the model can call APIs itself exactly when it needs them. So the idea is simple, just model think and tools act. MCP is a protocol that connects to the two. So now that you have a basic understanding of what MCP is, so let me show you the how it actually fit into the system, or with a bit more structure. Uh, this diagram shows how an MCP host here, like Claude or Cursor, connects to the MCP server. And MCP is just a protocol. And that server fetch data from different context source, um, local files, or external APIs, or in our case, Nodit. So when you use Nodit MCP, the model doesn't just receive passive input. It can actively query Nodit APIs in real time to fetch blockchain data, respond intelligently, or even trigger logic. In this setup, Nodit is not just a backend, it becomes a tool the model can use directly. To make this even clearer, um, here's a side-by-side comparison of what happens with and without MCP. On the left here, with MCP, the process is manual. Like user has to write a code and call APIs and collect results and then inject all of that back into the model's prompt like this. And finally, users can get the response from model. It takes time and it breaks the flow. It doesn't scale well. But on the right side here with MCP, the model can call Node API itself through a structured protocol. So it decides when and how to fetch data and uses the data on its own in real time. So in short, with MCP, you're doing all the work for the model. With MCP, the model becomes an active agent, one that can ask, fetch, and reason dynamically. So now let me show you what these differences looks like in actual conversations with Claude. On the left, Claude is running with an MCP. I ask it to analyze an XRPL transaction, but because it doesn't have any built-in access to blockchain data, so it resorts to searching web, trying to find something on public explorers like Python. Eventually, it just gives up like this. I wasn't able to verify the states, blah, blah, blah. So it's trying, but it's guessing because it's blind to the real data. But on the right side, I use the Claude with MCP, connect to the Nodit. This time, the model doesn't just react, just respond, and it actively investigated. First, actually, I asked the same things as before, and it uses MCP to list all available API categories then from Nodit, and then checks the XRPL specific APIs and loads the API specific for each. And it understands which endpoint is relevant in this case, get transactions by hash, it use get transactions by hash API from our Nodit and even constructs the API call with the right parameters and based on the user request. So in other words, it reads the developer docs. So you don't have to read our developer docs. So let models read them. So you just say what you want and model figure out which API to use and how to call it and what data to extract. The result is clear and complete. You get a proper transaction status, timestamp, and sender receiver informations, and token flows, even a UI-friendly visualizations. So so now you can see the cloud becomes more than a chatbot. Well, with our MCP, is a context-aware blockchain analyst that knows how to use real APIs to get real answers. So, and the setup on a cloud and cursor is really easy. Let me show you in live demo, by the way, but just copy and paste this code into your configuration file, then you can ready to use our Nodit. And in Cursor AI, same thing, do the same thing, then you can easy to connect to our Nodit server, Nodit MCP server. So our MC server is on the aggregator websites as well, like Symmetry or Glama. So you can search our Nodit MCP as well. So that's all for the Nodit intro. It's quite long, I think. So in the meantime, do you have any questions before we starting the live demo?
So far, we got a question, but not related to this one. So we'll
Okay.
we'll we'll have this like in a maybe in another part. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Okay. So before we starting, please scan these QR codes. On the left, you can scan. Um, you can jump to our console website, and the middle of QR code is direct to our developer docs. And for the last one, you can get to our Nodit MCP server documents as well. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute. And I didn't expect this light is gone.
Almost a scam into
Sorry
yeah.
about that. And
There is. I mean, maybe I don't know. Is it because of a security problem or something? I don't
I don't
know.
know. Yeah.
It's good. I'm glad that you didn't lose the Wi-Fi connection, right?
Yeah, we still have Wi-Fi now. The only light is
Yes,
gone. Yeah.
yes. That's the most important thing.
Let's move on to live demo.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me start from our console. When you get to console, please sign up for getting our API key. So let me. Okay. When you first sign up for our console, you will see this kind of page. So we call it a project dashboard here. Uh, in this page, you can find a API key like this. This API key is binding to this project. So with this API key, you can use every features that I showed before in presentations, like Web3 data APIs and Node APIs, Webhook, Stream, and everything you can use. So let me copy this one for using later. And let's go back to our developer documents. So on the top, you can find the API reference here. Then you can see all the API specifications that we are supporting, like this, and find the chains that you want to use. So I'm going to use Ethereum. And first, let's try the Node API as we did in recorded video. So I'm going to choose get balance for now. And as you can see, this is the endpoint of our nodes, the, the shared node pool. And you can select um, the, the the network you want to use, but I'm going to use Ethereum mainnet. And this header part on the right side here, this one is for the API key, and this Nodit demo is for only demo API key, so it is only allowed to use in this website. So you cannot use this one in your applications. So I'm gonna paste my API key that I copied from my console into here. And you can change the parameters value from here, but I'm gonna stick to the default value. And let me try. Let me press the right button. Then it will give you uh, the the resource data from our node directly like this. It's quite simple. And also, let's go back to the console. You can get the endpoint from the console as well. Go to the network tabs, then you can find all the chains that we are supporting now. And you can just click to copy and paste into your applications. Then you can use this as endpoints of this chain. Okay, then let's see the latest logs that that I just show you in presentations. So I just made a call, the it get balance from our developer documents. As you can see, you can find the logs like this. And if I made a error like this, let me try this. Let me make the error in purpose. And it gives you, let me show you the reference data first. Actually, we have a bunch of Web3 data APIs, but make sure that each chain has different APIs. So before you're using these APIs, please check if these APIs is supporting you for the chains that you are using. So let me try to find just click anything. This is called get transactions by hash, but I'm gonna get the token transfer by accounts. It looks more advanced. So it, this is same. So it gives you the endpoints of the Web3 data API. It's quite different from the Node API. So make sure that you're using the wrong endpoints. So please check if you are using the right endpoints before you're using the Web3 data API. And paste, you can use your API key from header as well here, like this. And you can change the parameter here as well. And you can also filter with the block numbers, or the dates as well. Let me find the um, this period of token transfers. Then you can get those kind of data instantly like this. Okay, and I'm gonna make a arrow in here, and it gives you like invalid parameters like this. So let me go back to console. I'm gonna refresh this one, and as you can see, it gives you the error logs as well. But make sure that if you are get the embedded the error from the Node API, it gives you the HTTP with a 200 like success, but it gives you the error codes like this in the parameters. So this is the main differences between the Vector data and Node API. And let's see. Oh, sorry. Let's see the webhooks here as well. Let me create a webhook as we saw in the video. I'm gonna select the either mainnet as well. So, and I'm gonna select the different event time for now. So let's try the address activities. So we have to enter the webhook URL here as well. So let me use the webhook.site as well. And let me copy this one, this URL, and paste it into here. And let me test webhook. And you will get this kind of dummy data as well. Let me go back to console and finish the conditions here. Okay, let me get the, sorry. I'm going to use this account address from the Web3, our development documents default value. So let's go back to the console in here. Let me create a webhook here. Then these events will give you the notifications when this address, our contractors make the transactions. So let me check if this account has generated some transactions, but I think this one doesn't work actively, I think. So let me create the other one.
Cool, cool.
Okay. Um, let me stick to the same one, the block period. Sorry about that. Let's paste the web URL again here. And if I set it as one, that means every time the block has generated, you will get them notified. But if you set it as, then you're gonna skip one block. So like two blocks generated, then you get the notification. So you're gonna skip one and one notification like that. So I'm gonna set it as one because I want to get notifications faster. Let's go back to the webhook here. So this one, get it from the block period event that we just created. So yeah, it looks like this. It's quite easy to use, and you don't have to keep polling to the node that your nodes. You just use this webhook, then you can get the high performance of your application as well. And let's try. Oh, okay. Let's get back to here and turn it off. And let's try to use MCP server. Let's go to, okay. This is my cloud desktop. Actually, it's only for the cloud is supporting MCP only for the desktop applications. It's not working on the website, uh, the cloud website. So make sure that you install these application as well. When you click the settings of this cloud, then you can find the developer section here. And there is a one button. It is called Edit Config. When you click this one, it will direct you the the file, the cloud desktop configuration file is where it is. So when you open it with your IDE or any applications, then you can see like this. I'm already connect to my Nodit console, but if you want to Nodit console from the scratch, then let's go back to our developer documents. Um, click the getting started on the top here. Then you will find the Nodit for AI, Nodit MCP page. So let me click it. And it will show you the tutorials on how to use and what is MCP. So you can get through all the tutorials, but I'm gonna skip this one for this demo. So I'm gonna click this GitHub link and let me scroll all the way down to this code. So what you need to do is just copy this one and paste into your configuration file to replace it with this the example code. Then you need to fill out your API key from your console that I showed you before. So then it looks like this. And once you're done with this code things like this, then I think you have to restart the cloud desktop application because it takes times to set up the MCP servers. So, but mine is already running. So let me try. For this time, let me analyze Bitcoin account address. Okay, let me search it from the Bitcoin Explorer. Um, let's go to the latest block, this one. Let me just scroll down and random account address. Let me copy this one. Okay. And go back to cloud desktop application. And let's say, can you analyze this Bitcoin account and visualize the results and paste the Bitcoin accounts that I pasted from the BitScan. And it's gonna find which API this model is gonna use from our Nodit, like this. It gets all the lists of our APIs, and it it is like narrowing down which API is useful for this context. So the it just found the API that are gonna use for this context. Sometimes it takes some time for like this, but um, okay, it's gonna use two APIs now. Oh, sorry about that. Maybe connection is failed for the cloud. Let me try it again. I think is Wi-Fi is okay. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, doing the same thing now. Actually, you can do the same thing on the cursor as well. It's more like, but if you are not familiar with the programming things, then Claude is best options for doing this. Um,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. Let me just um, restart the Claude app because I
Hmm.
think I
Hmm.
just changed the configuration file. So
Hmm.
it occurs some errors, I think.
Hmm. That happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just copy this one and delete this one.
Just to note, it's not Nodit's problem, right?
No, it's not notice problem.
That's very important.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
In the meantime,
Hmm.
is there any questions so far?
So far we got thinking of one question in the beginning is could you please elaborate on hypernode structure? I'm gonna be more general question.
Okay. So we are running the bunch of nodes pool. So
Hmm.
it's kind of tricky to work them as a single node.
Hmm.
So the hyper node engine is is kind of solution for doing that. So
Hmm.
it includes load balancing or um, some kind of the logics.
Hmm.
So the point is that you can use our nodes pools as a single. It seems like a single node, so
Hmm.
it's stable and at the same time it's powerful as well. High performance.
Good, good. Uh, I hope that like answered your question. Thurston. Yeah,
There's
I hope
some.
he's still here. Yeah,
Mm.
I hope. Maybe we'll see. Great.
Yeah, and the clothes just made a call to
Hmm.
our Node pay as
Oh,
well.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
We see the progress here. Yeah,
yes.
great. It's working. It's working. Oh, yeah. The person like replied, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Great.
cool, cool.
Yeah. So builders are gonna feel free to gonna ask a bunch of questions. Feel free. Damon, as you can see, and he's super cool guy, super kind guy. He's, he'll like an answer to whatever the questions you guys gonna throw. Hopefully. Yes.
Yeah, my Claude is doing
Hmm.
bunch of CSS.
Hmm. But it's very simple, like utility wise, right?
Yes, just type a single sentence, then you
Hmm.
just having coffee or
Hmm.
snacks, then you create everything. So yeah, it's quite easy to start.
Right. Well, this is great. Yeah.
Mm.
And this can be used for like those chains you guys have a partnership with, right?
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Nice. Yeah. Cherry is saying nice demo.
Thank you
Yeah.
very
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's super well prepared demo. It's great.
much.
It's great. Yeah. So maybe shall we have a coffee here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
done
it's
now.
great. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
it's based on the real on-chain data.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it like super cool front end
Mm-hmm.
as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, I think you can build your applications with our Node MCP. Is it's gonna be very fun and easy, I think. So let's get back to the presentation because my demo is done now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just show you the very simple cases of Node MCP. But if you want to get the more uh, the complex use cases, then you can do it like this. Like you can get on-chain data analytics dApps using our Notice MCP as well. And the second one is XIPL data dashboard. So the only thing you have to do is just write a natural language like that. Then it will give you this kind of good quality of front end and yeah, the applications. And the further loss is the address analysis applications that I did before in the live demo. Yeah, boom. It's easy. So it gives you the different results
Mm-hmm.
uh, the every time you made, but um, actually it's really fun to try. So feel free to use our Node MCP. Okay, so now let's talk about the hackathon things. I think. Thank you for just
Mm-hmm.
sticking with me through that long demo.
Great.
Let's talk about the hackathon now.
Amazing, great. Just like one thing to correct comment. It's like yeah, it's fine. It's more easy understanding for the builders and for all the medias, of course, to say in a hackathon, but it's kind of more long-term version of the hackathon, what we call build-a-thon. So yeah, I mean all like our builders know this already, but just in case.
Mhm.
Mm.
So this is how WebHacks works. So
More and more bigger and bigger waves coming.
yeah, yes, it's getting bigger, right? So instead of just one big submission at the end, WebHack is structured into multiple short waves over the next 2 months. Each wave gives you a chance to build, submit, and improve. So you don't need to get it perfect right away. So build something small and inter iterate, or go ambitious form to start. They're totally up to you. So when you are ready to submit, you will do it through the AKINDO platform, where you will upload your GitHub repo, demo link, and quick milestone summary, including how you use
Mhm.
Nodit.
Mhm.
Um, so your milestones are completely self-defined. So meaning you get to decide what success looks like in
Mm-hmm.
each wave. And as you build, it's totally fine to change directions in the next wave as long
Mm-hmm.
as they are a clear and reasonable
Mm-hmm.
rational for the shift.
Mm-hmm.
Each wave is judged separately, but if you show constant progress, even across the pivots,
Mm-hmm.
that gets noticed and rewarded. So these are our judging criteria and
Mm-hmm.
submission guide. So first, the judging criteria will
Mm-hmm.
be evaluated on mix of uh, creativity, functionality, and technical quality, UX, and documentation. But most importantly, you will look. We are looking for the how well you are gonna use Notice features. That includes our Nodit API, Web3
Mm-hmm.
API, a webhooks stream, or any specially noted MCP, uh, which lets AI agents interact with Nodit APIs directly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to use MCP to build something AI integrated, you will get bonus point.
Mm-hmm.
And but even if you don't use MCP directly, we highly encourage the creative combinations of AI and Node in any form. It doesn't matter. Um, so feel free to use our MCP or put integrations between the AI and Node.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and for the submission, you will be submitting through AKINDO. Okay, as I said, and
Mm-hmm.
we want to get GitHub repo, demo, or video links. These are optional, but you can get the bonus points for if
Mm-hmm.
you for the demo videos and the milestone summary for the wave. So these milestone will be defined yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And the most importantly is a clear explanation of how you use Nodit. So
Mm-hmm.
please mention where and how you're going to use Nodit in your README or somewhere in your submissions. They'll be fine because it's hard to see all the codes of all the projects. So
Mm-hmm.
if your README doesn't clearly explain where and how Node was used, then the judges might not even see it, and your
Mm-hmm.
project could miss the shortlist,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
please make it specific. Point us to the files or functions or configurations where Node was used.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing I want to share is how winners will be selected in each wave.
Mm-hmm.
For every wave, we plan to select one or two standout projects, but this isn't strict limit. If we see more great submissions,
Mm-hmm.
then we may recognize more winners. So price amount will be flexible as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it can vary depending um, on the quality impact and completeness of each project.
Mm-hmm. And
And
then not to forget the, kind of AI. I mean, as a keyword, if you guys, I mean, if they,
yes,
I mean, if developers have an AI, because, like the judge might, miss that point, right? So
yeah, yes. Thank you for talking.
yeah, yeah.
I just forgot it. Yeah.
No, no, no. But
And
you mentioned it already, but like I'm just trying
yeah,
to repeat because that's very important.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
And you know, also since this hackathon is web-based, so we'll be watching how projects evolve over time. So if you participate from the early waves, you will have more opportunity to show
Hmm.
progress. That means you can get more bonus
Hmm.
points.
Hmm.
So refine your ideas and stand out um, over your the waves.
Mhm,
So when you submit, make sure to highlight what's new or improved since the last
mhm,
wave.
mhm,
We are not just looking for great code. We are also looking for the thoughtful
mhm,
iteration. So
mhm. And that's the bonus point of building with the Kindle platform, right?
yes, of course, yeah.
Great.
Yes, I think that's all I prepared
Hmm.
for the hackathon. Yeah.
Great, great.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. And then I think while the participants maybe come up with like more questions, it might. But just like for me to understand, so like Nodit is offering a modular OPC infrastructure that developers can plug into their dApps with the performance optimization, custom routing, and validator level access on chain, right?
Uh, can you repeat again because I missed it.
Yeah, so like a Node is offering modular RPC
Yes, of course. Yeah.
into like their dApps with
Yep.
the performance optimization kind of
Mhm.
things on chains, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. So I think this is a really great tool set because I mean, for example, so what if there is the project on other webhack, let's say, not the
Hmm.
Nodit,
Hmm.
but if they are trying to integrate Nodit's MCP on
Hmm.
that project, that can be eligible for Nodit's track as well, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
That's a great great thing for the builders. So like
Yes.
all the builders working on any like track on
Hmm.
any theme, any
Yeah.
other non-Nodit like tracks have
Yes.
like an opportunity to just
Hmm.
have this great MCP, and then
Hmm.
they can even get the I can say kind of bonus grant pool.
Yes. Yes,
That's
exactly.
that's great. Yeah. I mean, so like for the builders they're watching like right now with like
Hmm.
maybe a good like wowing that right now too,
Yeah.
and then it'll be shared on the YouTube,
Hmm.
as a recorded video. So of course,
Hmm.
then we'll push this, but like maybe not a team will push this as this is some kind of a bonus stage for
Hmm.
any
Yeah,
buildings.
exactly. Yeah. Easy to participate in. So,
That is great, great. So I think there is like no other questions from the team. I mean, they're reacting really like saying like nice, love it, agree, impressive. Right, but like, and I have a couple questions from my side too.
okay.
So I mean, you show me like the example with the like XRPL and then it was Bitcoin, so on.
Mhm.
But do you plan to expand to like an other L1s or L2s like soon in the future?
Yes, we are thinking of supporting Aptus in the
Mm-hmm.
near future.
Mm-hmm.
And also yeah, maybe Sui or Solana is on
Mm-hmm.
our roadmap, but um, it's not fixed. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you guys just integrated the XRPL, like,
Mhm.
right? And then it just also became the validator for the Aptos, right? So maybe that's why also you
Yeah.
guys were thinking to
Mhm.
expand to like Aptos as well, right?
Yeah, we
And
start from the event chains, but now we
mm-hmm,
are expanding to non-event chains as well.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great. And then and also from you know noted how the grading of this an MCP tool set, but also there are other kind of providers like Alchemy or like QuickNode
Mhm.
kind of a service. So what's is like a different from them? Like what ensures reliability or performance at scale like compared to those traditional providers?
I think first thing is like it's really we have really reliable and faster infrastructures,
Mhm,
especially in the Asia region because we are based on Korea and other Asia regions. So if you are building in Asia, then maybe we are the fastest and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
options you can choose uh,
Mm-hmm.
among the node provider services.
Mm-hmm.
And also we have, the bunch of data APIs
Mm-hmm.
compared to other competitors. Um, and also we can give you more the details of uh, the data. And as you can see, we have very easy to read format.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe for even for the beginners, you can use our APIs very easily, like several minutes you can get used to it. So yeah, maybe that is the biggest differences between other
Mm-hmm.
computers, I think.
Great, great. I mean, sounds super reasonable. Thank you. And then also are there any analytics or monitoring tools provided for developers using Nodit?
Yes, you can do it. And also we have our beta services products. It's called uh, Data Square.
Mm-hmm.
That one is using our index data
Mm-hmm.
that make it like a analytics application like Dune. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have you ever
Mm-hmm.
used Dune?
Mm-hmm.
We build the kind of analytics application as well using our products.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can do that with our APIs, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds great. Sounds great. And then yeah, is there any like a special support the builders can expect if it's on a wave hack? Like during this wave hack and waves, what
Mhm.
type of support the builders can expect from Nodit or even from
Um,
from Damon you?
Okay, so actually we have a bunch of paid planned APIs, but
Mm-hmm.
during the hackathon, you can provide the unlimited APIs keys
Mm-hmm.
to use our um, the advanced features as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need help those kind of things, then please find me in Telegram
Mm-hmm.
of ours or Discord from the AKINDO as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to get uh, your project to the production level and
Mm-hmm.
you want to go further, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we can be the great partners
Mm.
in near future as well. Yeah, I think.
That's great. I mean, that's
Yeah.
great for both Nodit and also like the potential partner
Yeah.
builders and projects too, right?
Mhm.
Because you said you're more expanding to other layers and infrastructures.
Yeah.
So more and more opportunities coming up
Mhm.
with you
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
That's great. That's great. Okay. I think I've asked like the questions I'm gonna wanted to ask, and then the participants is maybe super clear since your demo was amazing,
Yeah,
and then
thank you.
also gonna you guys are like an all my questions are gonna super nicely, awesomely.
Mhm.
So I think if there is anything maybe you would like to add or you like inform, share with the builders who is
Mhm.
thinking to join the wave hack,
Mhm.
it'll be like a really appreciated maybe you can like share like a tips or final words.
Okay. So even if you are not a builders or you can use our MCP, then you can simply join our
Hmm.
track.
Hmm.
So don't be afraid to join us, and we are open the for about the ideation things. So
Hmm.
we want to see your the creativities and
Hmm.
especially how you guys integrate our features into the AI.
Hmm.
So if
Right.
you get this point, then yeah, you're gonna
Hmm.
be winners.
That's great. And then two things to note that the one is don't forget to mention if it's AI related on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
milestone
yeah.
summary. And then
Hmm.
also one more the bonus thing is like a wave to wave progression.
Yeah, yes.
That's another 10% bonus for pretty much the
Yes.
criteria.
It's
So that's
quite good.
big.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
big.
Yeah.
Right, right. And then Damon, you will be very supportive on a Discord, Telegram group, and then all those channels too. And then also builders, if you wanna, follow the like Nodit or even the Damon's,
Hmm.
opinions or an updates and everything. I mean, of course, Damon has his X account, which is attached in the Luma page, so don't forget to follow. And then you'll be maybe find the Damon's perspective on Nodit product or service as well. So that might be a kind of tips for the build potentially, right?
Okay.
So yes, great. Yeah. So thank you again, everyone for joining, and of course, Damon. Know that you did a really great job, explaining the whole those noted MCP, and then really and then the case with those in AI tools. So I'm 100% sure the builder is super excited, especially that for the builders working on other themes that like they have eligibility for the bonus pool, which is
Yeah.
great, right?
Yeah, yes.
So yeah, so builders, yeah, stay tuned. WaveHack will continue to spotlight infrastructures and protocols that genuinely move the needle for the builder ecosystem, like Noted. So don't forget to like follow Damon's Notice X and then also Akindo's X if you haven't. We'll have more and more updates. And then if there's any question related to like more on the system side, uh, not like the Noded MCP side, then we are here to answer kind of any kind of questions for answer to the problem. So feel free to ask. So again, yeah, thank you, Damon, taking your time for this amazing workshop. And the builders, will see you on WaveHack. So let's keep building and then see you on WaveHack later. Great. Thank you. Thank you today.
Thank you. Happy hacking.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, amazing workshop and presentation. Okay,
Yeah.
just finished.